agencies, the international organization, and IDB colleagues to this important event, the launching of ISDB Online Academy for the South-South cooperation. We will have a few housekeeping messages, and then after that, we will have, inshallah, the recitation of the Quran. So we ask the attendee to ask questions through the Q&A tab, and then you will also have a chat where you can post. Next. Today, as you all know, it is the 12th of September. It's the day to celebrate and remember the importance of the South cooperation. The UN General Assembly decided to observe the United Nations Day for the South-South cooperation on the 12th of September of every year. In this context, the ISDB, whose entire members or countries from Global South, is today joining the international development community to celebrate this day by launching the ISDB Online Academy for South-South cooperation. We have invited the ISDB partners, the Vice President of Operation Islamic Development Bank, the Acting Director General, Director General of Global Practice and Partnership with Islamic Development Bank, to share their perspective on the South-South cooperation. However, before we started, we would like to start with the recitation from the Holy Quran. Please.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم.
صدق الله العظيم. I now welcome His Excellency the Vice President of Operation of Islamic Development Bank, Dr. Mansour Mukhtar, to deliver the opening remark of this special event for the launching of ISDB Online Academy for South-South cooperation. Your Excellency, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Abdul Rashid. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Dear representatives of technical cooperation agencies and international organizations, my ISDB colleagues, it is really a pleasure to welcome you to this launch event of the ISDB Online Academy for South-South cooperation. As you are aware, today, 12th September, corresponds to the United Nations Day for South-South cooperation, or SSC. As the only multilateral development institution whose entire membership is drawn from the Global South, the Islamic Development Bank is today joining the international development community worldwide in celebrating this important day through launching the Academy. South-South cooperation aims at giving Southern countries an alternate channel of development, in particular, exposing them to knowledge and expertise that could be more relevant to their context. SSC implements good principles such as mutual benefits, non-conditionality, and respect for national sovereignty, and it complements North-South cooperation. In this context, several reasons compelled the Islamic Development Bank to take the initiative of developing the Online Academy for SSE. Firstly, is the growing importance of South-South cooperation, which is part of the Sustainable Development Goals. Secondly, the ISDB is basically a South-South organization, and it has a long history in supporting SSC through financial support as well as intellectual contributions. Thirdly, we consider that South-South cooperation has not yet reached its full potential, which is evidenced by, among others, the non-existence of national bodies for coordinating South-South cooperation in many southern countries, the small scale of SSC activities, and their tendency to be short-term interventions, the lack of visibility of SSC programs compared to other modes of development cooperation, and the shortage of SSC quantitative data. So ISDB recognized the need to broaden and deepen the knowledge related to South-South cooperation. The ISDB field experience in supporting SSC plus the development of SSC-related knowledge products enabled us to establish the online academy for SSC. Dear partners and colleagues, the objective of the IsDB Online South-South Cooperation Academy is to enrich the SSC body of knowledge by developing, sharing, and debating SSC-related knowledge products. We strongly believe that the enriched SSC knowledge will lead to expanding the range and scale of SSC interventions, which will eventually contribute to expediting the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals during this decade of action. Furthermore, the Academy will contribute to implementing the outcome document of BACA Plus 40, which highlights the importance of sharing knowledge, experiences, expertise, and best practice on South-South cooperation on a voluntary basis. The knowledge products that will be available in the Academy are meant to address specific questions. The how do SSC start from start to end? How to do SSC from start to end? The what are the important SSC interventions going on? And the who is capable of doing SSC? The Academy is meant to benefit all stakeholders of South-South cooperation, namely national bodies of SSC, line ministries of southern countries, resource centers, as well as regional and global development institutions. Furthermore, the Academy can guide ISDB staff while identifying and formulating new SSC interventions. Dear partners and colleagues, the Academy is a comprehensive online platform that contains more than 50 ISDB-made knowledge products, including publications, videos, and animations. It is now accessible through the ISDB website, and my colleagues will explain during today's event how to access it and how to browse its contents. I hope all of you will find the different knowledge products under the Academy useful to your work and easy to comprehend. We also welcome any comments and suggestions on how to improve it. Partners and colleagues, as you may know, the Islamic Development Bank released its updated strategy for the period 2023 to 2025 recently. Under the updated strategy, capacity development is a cross-cutting area underpinning the Islamic Development Bank's efforts towards achieving all its strategic objectives. We also consider technical cooperation as one of ISDB's key operational services. Therefore, I would like to avail this opportunity to renew the Islamic Development Bank's commitment to continue supporting South-South cooperation through various means as a method for capacity building in our member countries, problem solving, and reaching a higher level of solidarity among these countries and across the globe. I would also like to express the Islamic Development Bank's willingness to strengthen collaboration with their institutions to promote and strengthen South-South cooperation in countries and regions of mutual interest. Many thanks again for your participation. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, dear partner and colleagues. As His Excellency noted, in fact, the Academy has a comprehensive platform that contains more than 50 publications. And also, the objective of the Academy is to enrich the South-South cooperation body of knowledge by developing and sharing and debating the South-South cooperation related knowledge. I now welcome my colleague Sameh Hussein to take us through the ISDB Online Academy, which is accessible through the ISDB website. Brother Sameh, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Brother Rashid. We will start with a short video about the academy, and then I will go through its content. Just
my apology that we will start the short video, and then after that we will have some. Thank you very much, brother. Please let's start with the video.
If knowledge is the door to reaching our sustainable development goals, then sharing that knowledge is the key. The Islamic Development Bank has a wealth of experience in facilitating South-South cooperation and is now sharing this knowledge with its member countries and beyond. The ISDB Online Academy for South-South Cooperation is a comprehensive platform that provides guidelines and tools on how to strengthen the national ecosystems for South-South cooperation and how to develop impactful collaborative projects. The Academy provides information about current interventions and trends and helps in identifying potential interventions through sharing developmental solutions from the Global South. The ISDB Online Academy is enriching the body of knowledge on South-South cooperation by constantly developing, sharing, and discussing new materials. Together, we will broaden and deepen our understanding to reach our full potential and a sustainable future.
Yeah, mashallah. And now welcome my colleague Sameh Hussein to take us through the ISDB Online Academy. The floor is yours, Brother Sameh.
Thank you, Brother Rashid. I shared the screen from the ISDB website. I hope you can see it.
It's very clear.
Okay, so basically, once again, welcome to all of you in this launching event of the ISDB Online Academy for South-South Cooperation. I will explain briefly how to access, browse, download, and share the contents of the Academy. You can refer to the recording of this meeting, and also we prepared the question and answers presentation that will be shared with all of you through email right after the launching event. So no need for to bother yourself with taking notes. Simply to access the ISDB Academy for South-South Cooperation, you need to put in the address bar of your internet browser isdb.org/reverse linkage. And then in the global reach page, you will see the link to the online Academy for South-South Cooperation. Upon clicking on that link, you will reach this homepage of the online Academy. And you will notice that there is no registration requirements. You will not be requested to enter user ID and password. The idea here is to make sure that the largest number of colleagues from the stakeholders of South-South Cooperation can access easily the contents of the Academy. The contents of the Academy, as you can see, are clustered into what's called containers. A container is simply similar to a folder in our file explorer, or similar to playlist in the online media players. Right now, the contents of the Academy are clustered into 7 containers corresponding to 7 different topics: how to develop the national ecosystem for South-South cooperation, and assessment reports of certain countries concerning their national ecosystem for South-South cooperation, and also video-based training materials on how to formulate and implement South-South cooperation projects from start to end, and examples of some projects, and also short documentary films about selective set of South-South cooperation projects, resource centers from the Global South. Here you will see the profiles of more than 200 resource centers from the Global South. This is to address the question of who is capable and willing to be part of South-South cooperation interventions. And the last container, it's about the profiles of the technical cooperation agencies in the ISP member countries. Upon clicking any container, you will see its contents. And you will notice that at the top of the screen, you will see the name of the container that you are browsing now and the parent container. And you can go back to the parent container by clicking it on its name. And each container has knowledge products. It could be in the format of PDF files, it could be animation, it could be short film. And before clicking on any knowledge product, you can see the symbol here, and you can you will be able to recognize whether it is PDF file or video or animation. So upon clicking on a PDF file, for example, this advocacy note about developing the national ecosystem for South-South cooperation, you will get its contents in a different window, and you can simply download it and keep a copy of it with you. And if you are opening a film, okay, let us take the example of one project between Morocco and Djibouti. Okay, you will start to see the film in the same window. Okay, and you can just click on any part of the screen to pause the video, and you will get this option at the top corner. Okay, go back to the previous screen so that you can go back to the contents of the academy. And as I stated, there is something very important here, which is the video-based training materials on how to develop and implement South-South cooperation projects or reverse linkage projects. Okay, and you can click on any part on any video, and you will see its contents. It's clustered. It's presented as set of questions and answers. And here there is important feature. You can click on any part.
This module covers the activities post the diagnostic
on that side, so that you can jump to a specific portion of the video. And the same feature, you can click on any part of the screen so that you will get this arrow to go back to the contents of the academy. We made the contents of the academy very open, meaning that you can share any part of the academy, I mean a full container or a specific knowledge products with your colleagues. Simply you can click on these three dots at the bottom of any container or any knowledge product, and you will get the option of share. Okay, and you can copy the link, and that link can be sent to other colleagues through email or any other communication media. Click on that same three dots again so that you can go back to the normal browsing mode. As mentioned, the contents of the academy will be always subject to growth and improvement and expansion. And at any point of time, if you have any suggestions or any comments on the contents of the academy, we will be pleased to get your views and also respond to them. Thank you very much. Back to you, Brother Abdul-Rashid.
Thank you, Brother Samih, for taking us through this knowledge platform. Undoubtedly, the ISDB Academy is an important contribution that will benefit all stakeholders of South-South cooperation. We have today representatives of some technical cooperation agencies of our member country who will share their comments on South-South cooperation. I welcome Mrs. Fatumia Ali Basi, Director General of Comorian Agency for International Cooperation, to deliver her remarks. Please join me in welcoming Mrs. Fatumia. The floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, distinguished guests, His Vice President, dear colleague. First of all, I would like to thank ISDB on behalf of the Comorian Cooperation International Agency for inviting me to this event. Once again, this is a great opportunity to exchange and share ideas and good practices on South-South cooperation. The Comorian International Cooperation Agency is a young agency created in 2017 by following the administrative reform undertaken by the government to enhance the efficiency of public administration. It's a national actor for technical South-South and triangular cooperation in way to achieve the objectives of the emerging Comoros plan by 2030, as well as the implementation of the Sustainable Development Goal. It's under the administrative and technical supervision of the Minister of Foreign Affairs and the financial supervision of the Minister of Finance. Excellency, in 2018, the agency joined the 3-2C platform of the Islamic Development Bank, known as an important actor in encouraging South-South cooperation between its member state agencies. Since then, we have been able to count on the support of the IsDB on many occasions, particularly during the COVID-19 crisis. We can highlight a capacity building project for the National Laboratory of the El Maruf Hospital on a technical assistance mission to strengthen the agency institutional and operational capacities. Excellency, let me take this opportunity to thank them for their support to the agency as well as their commitment to take part in the Comoros development. The crisis we are all facing show us once again the necessity to strengthen the South-South cooperation, particularly in priority areas, namely health, infrastructures, economy integration, climate change, and education. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Fatuma Ali Pasi, for the insightful remarks, and thank you for your contribution to the South-South cooperation. I now welcome Dr. Wisunu Otoma, Director of Foreign Policy and International Development Cooperation, Ministry of National Development Planning, to share his comments on South-South cooperation. Dr. Wisnu, the floor is yours. Please welcome.
Thank you, Ms. Abresit. His Excellency Dr. Mansur Mukhtar, Vice President Operation IsDB, Honorable Dr. Riyad Rakib, Director of Regional Cooperation and Integration Department IsDB, that's my friend. Honorable Mr. Karim bin Rajib, Deputy Director of the Promotion of South-South Program and Project, Tunisian Agency for Technical Cooperation. Honorable Mrs. Fatumia Alibasi, Director General of Comorian Agency for International Cooperation. Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good afternoon. I am delighted to be amongst you today at the online launching event for IsDB Online Academy for South-South Cooperation. First of all, I would like to congratulate IsDB on the launching of IsDB Online Academy for South-South Cooperation. This launch a remarkable and fresh effort to exchange development cooperation, particularly among IsDB member countries. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, current trend of the world economies indicate the growing economy of Asian countries, with its share of global GDP is over 45% and likely to account for over half of global GDP by 2030. It is also dedicated that 3 Asian countries among 7 countries would be largest economies in the world. However, post-COVID pandemic, global economic recovery remains uncertain and is set to widen the gap between advanced economies, emerging market, and developing economies. The Russian-Ukraine war has worsened economic recovery effort. Together with other crises such as climate change, energy crisis, food and water security, many countries experience increased inequality and poverty. The resolution of this crisis must be pursued together multilaterally, and therein an importance of development cooperation. SSTC could be one of the modality for the cooperation by promoting economic cooperation through mutual learning, knowledge sharing, and technology transfer. This is aligned with the outcome document of BAPA +40, which is recognizing SSTCs for achieving sustainable development through the promotion of economic cooperation, including trade and investment. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, recognizing the importance of such development cooperation, in the next 20 years, Indonesia will continue to put SSTC as one of the national priorities to support economic transformation. Effort to improve welfare among IsDB member countries through development cooperation need to be a top priority. As is known, IsDB member countries are categorized as developing countries. Realizing that some countries that have already developed have experienced a situation of being stuck in a middle income trap position for a long time, this experience can be the content of learning at South-South Cooperation Academy. Another thing that needs to be the subject of cooperation are strengthening of human resources, increasing the productivity of the economic sector, green economy, and digital transformation. We can also expanding the mode of cooperation beyond reverse linkage program. And we know that the IsDB provide another modalities such as technical assistance program, investment promotion technical assistance program, and regional and cooperation integration grant program. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the establishment of the South-South Cooperation Academy needs to be supported through active contribution from all IsDB members. For this reason, Bappenas offer to play an active role in achieving the goals of academy. We propose that this academy is not only provide online service, but also delivered through in-person mechanism. In the future, together with IsDB, Bappenas can manage, say, the academy's branch located in Jakarta. This branch or school can facilitate the knowledge sharing in the region, incubating resource center, and as a laboratory for policy testing and formulation. As Indonesia also promoting the multi-stakeholder partnership in our development process, the academy could increase the engagement with the non-sector, including private sector, for more inclusive collaboration in South-South and Triangular Cooperation Program. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, on this very important occasion, I would like also to take this opportunity to invite you to the G20 side event on inclusive development through South-South Triangular Cooperation. The event is a collaboration between the Bappenas and IsDB. The event will be held during the G20 Summit in Bali in 16 November 2022. The objective of the event is to outline the policy legislation and recommendation for a more inclusive South-South cooperation. Finally, on behalf of the Minister of National Development Planning, Bappenas of the Republic of Indonesia, I would like to present our highest appreciation to the Islamic Development Bank and to our country partners who provide development cooperation for staying, connecting, and continuous collaborating. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Sorry, thank you very much, Dr. Toma, for your thoughtful remarks. Indeed, Indonesia always played a key role in South-South cooperation, and thank you very much for your support to the Academy. Dear partners and colleagues, our last speaker from the Technical Cooperation Agency of our member country is Mr. Karim Ben Rajab, Deputy Director of the Promotion of South-South Cooperation Program and Project Tunisia Agency for Technical Cooperation. Mr. Karim,
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Just I have a short presentation. Can I share my screen?
Yes, please.
Is it okay?
We don't see the presentation, Mr. Karim, at least from my side.
Is it clear now?
Now we can see it, yes.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. Her Excellency, Dr. Mansour Mokhtar, the Vice President of the Islamic Development Bank, Mrs. Fatoumeya Ali Bazi, the Director General of the Comorian Agency for International Cooperation, Dr. Wisnu Utomo, the Director of Foreign Policy and International Development Cooperation, Bappenas. It is a great pleasure to be among you today, and I'd like to congratulate the ISDB on launching the Online Academy for South-South Cooperation, which will offer a space to promote South-South cooperation between ISDB member countries. And I wish the ISDB all the success in this new initiative. Since the 60s, technical cooperation and South-South cooperation have been considered among the pillars of the Tunisian foreign policy toward African and Arab countries. Teachers were dispatched to Algeria, Libya, Djibouti, Comoros, etc. In 1972, Tunisia created the Tunisian Agency for Technical Cooperation to strengthen its foreign policy of technical cooperation in order to support partner countries to achieve their development goals. Who we are? The Tunisian Agency for Technical Cooperation, ATCT, which is celebrating this year its 50th anniversary. It is a government institution in charge of implementing the national policy of technical cooperation, South-South and triangular cooperation. ITCT has been consistently working to build win-win partnerships with different countries, especially with Arab and African countries, regional and international organizations. Our mission, our activities are mainly focused on facilitating the transfer of Tunisian development proven solutions and best practices to partner countries through dispatching of qualified Tunisian experts and consultants in different fields for long and short-term missions in the framework of bilateral level and triangular cooperation projects. Implementing and managing of capacity building and institutional support projects based on South-South and triangular cooperation mechanisms, including the reverse linkage. Organizing training activities and study visits with the financial support of regional and international organizations. Promotion of South-South cooperation through organizing regional and workshops to share knowledge and best practices, conducting prospection missions in African and Arab countries to identify development needs and supporting all regional and international initiatives aiming to promote South-South cooperation. Examples of success South-South cooperation projects. The ATCT has built many partnerships with different regional and international organizations, such as the UNDP, the AFDB, JICA, AFD, OEF, UNESCO, but the ISDB is our privileged partner. In addition to campaigns carried out under the program Alliance to Fight Avoidable Blindness in sub-Saharan African countries, the mapping of Tunisian resource centers A significant number of activities have taken place with the support of ISDB. The HTCT carried out during the last 5 years the following reverse linkage projects: a 3-year capacity building project to enhance teaching of the Arabic language in Chad within the framework of the country's policy to develop French-Arabic bilingualism. A 3-year capacity building project to enhance the South-South and triangular ecosystem in Tunisia with the support of IBC and ISDB. A 2-year capacity building project to develop a mobile payment platform in Mauritania, increasing access and improving security and speed of financial services. A 3-year capacity building project to promote Guinea's agriculture exports through a value chain approach. An 18-month capacity building project to strengthen the ability of the National Public Health Laboratory in Comoros fighting COVID-19. The ITCT's expectations and proposals related to the IsDB Online Academy for South-South Cooperation. We expect that this academy will be an online space giving the opportunity to explore more our potential and capacity in the field of South-South cooperation, strengthen our skills and acquire the necessary tools and methodologies to launch, implement, and evaluate South-South cooperation projects. Build new partnerships and networks, establish new South-South cooperation mechanisms and initiatives, bring together practitioners, specialists, and the research in the field of South-South cooperation to share their knowledge and best practices. And thank you for your attention. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kareem, for the shared experience from Tunisia and the Tunisian contribution to the South-South cooperation. Very impressive. In fact, all the projects that you shared with us, really, I'm sure they made all the difference. Now we're coming thank you. With all thoughts, comments about the importance of the South-South cooperation and the comprehensive online platform with the rich content, I would like to now welcome the Acting Director General Global Practice and Partnership of Islamic Development Bank, Amir Bukfik, to deliver his concluding remarks. Amir, the floor is yours. Please welcome.
Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear partners and colleagues, I am really glad and honored to be with you today. And as it was mentioned in the introductory remarks of His Excellency, the Vice President, Dr. Mansour Mukhtar, the ISDB has a very long-standing history of spreading South-South cooperation as an effective means of exchanging knowledge and experience. As you recall, the Conference of the Global South, held in Buenos Aires in 1978, produced the Buenos Aires Plan of Action, BAPA, which established the principles of technical cooperation among developing countries. In 1983, Islamic Development Bank became one of the organizations which pioneered the operationalization of South-South cooperation. In that year, the bank began its Technical Cooperation Program, TCP. This program is connecting member countries through short-term technical cooperation activities with the overall aim to transfer capacity from one country to another. Following the implementation of thousands of technical cooperation operations, the ISDB came up with a reverse linkage mechanism as an enhanced way of undertaking South-South cooperation interventions. The reverse linkage mechanism has been piloted since 2013. Based on the lessons learned during the pilot phase, the bank formulated its reverse linkage policy, which was approved by ISDB Board of Executive Directors in 2017, as a document that defines the boundaries of mechanism. ISDB has now a sizable portfolio of reverse linkage projects with total amount of about $219 million US, which includes grants and non-grant financings. In 2019, the ISDB, in collaboration with member countries and other partners, developed its framework of national ecosystems for South-South cooperation. We also started a capacity development program for helping the member countries in strengthening their South-South ecosystems. Now, in year 2022, and in continuation of all these efforts, the ISDB launched its online academy for South-South cooperation, while benefiting from banks' field expertise and analytical work in this regard. Dear colleagues, it should be highlighted that ISDB appreciates the knowledge and expertise being accumulated by all South-South cooperation stakeholders. Therefore, our aim is to make the content of Academy continuously growing while working with our partners and sister organizations. To this effect, we will undertake 3 actions. First, we will prepare an annual plan for producing
I think we have a technical
infographic. Second, once the knowledge product is completed, the ISDB will share in the online academy and inform the South-South cooperation stakeholders about it. And finally, we will also hold frequent online or face-to-face workshop to discuss a new topic related to South-South cooperation or review a knowledge product before releasing it. On the end, I invite you as well as our colleagues in your organizations to go through the content of the Academy, which was presented to us today, and I join His Excellency, the Vice President, Dr. Mansour Mukhtar, in thanking you for being with us today. Thank you one more time, and Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you. Thank you, Amr Bufik, for the thoughtful remarks and the shared history on how ISDB operationalized the South-South cooperation in 1983 and the launch of the ISDB Technical Cooperation Program in 1983, and then subsequently the reverse linkage mechanism, the establishment, as well as the development of the framework of the national ecosystem for South-South cooperation. And today, while we celebrate and remember the importance of the South-South cooperation, we have also witnessed the launch of ISDB Online Academy for South-South cooperation. As Amr Bufik said, there is also an action plan that will enhance the Academy, and we thank our partners for expressing their support to this Academy. We now came to the end of the event. Thank you, Your Excellency, and thank you, everyone. We will have a group photo.
Thank you very much. So on count of 3, smile please. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, please. Thank you
very much.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you.